Okay, today we're doing a deep dive in what I think might be the best solo lane streamer in today, like this season 11 weird meta that's going on with no SPL and everything. It's a solo laner that hasn't been in the SPL, but he's had a couple lands under his belt, and he's currently rank 5 in the world. His name's Snatty. Here he is here, 63 and 30 win rate. I think he's pretty, I don't want to say slept on. I think, you know, he's respected enough when it comes to people who are high ranks and who are SPL. Like, people know Snatty's a pretty good player. You know, he can jungle, he can solo, he's decent at those like engaging roles and I guess high skill cap kind of roles, I'd say. I've just upset all the mid laners and ADCs, but I think solo and jungle have a lot of a bigger gap. It's easy to get to diamond in those roles, I will say, but then, you know, a good jungler in Grandmaster is way better than a bad jungler in Grandmaster. Same as solo. A good GM solo laner is way better than a bad GM solo laner. But those backliner roles are just, oh, well, you hit 30 minutes and you're fine. So, Snatty, why do I think he's good? Let's see if he's doing some play-by-plays right here. He has 15 viewers, super slept on streamer. Let's just see what he's...
Oh my gosh.
Alright, my bad, Snatty. I'm sorry, I've thrown you under the bus. He's dead. But he doesn't stream to crazy amounts of people, and his play-by-plays are super, super nice and concise. He conveys the information pretty well, like better than I can, to be honest. And he's just a solo lane mega brain, right? He's pretty comfortable in most matchups. He has a lot of knowledge over there. And the difference being, not having too many people in stream means he's able to answer a lot of questions. So if you want to learn solo lane, go check out Snatty's stream. I'll put him in the link down below. But let's just have a little quick look at his Smite Guru. Look at this ammo win rate through the roof. Ice size, whatever. He's recently been playing Thor, and I think Thor might be his new go-to. He only just lost his first game yesterday, and he might be losing that Thor game that we just kind of tapped into before. But when it comes to match history, hopefully Smite Guru doesn't time out. Oh my god, this website. When it comes to Conk, he's in the quote-unquote big boy games, right? Ven's there. That's a pretty small game. Ranked Conk here. Evermed. Not looking. It doesn't matter. He's 3k MMR. The Mines React, Kuradol, Control Alt, I8. This one's a weird one. Penny's there as well. Just a bunch of Smurfs. Sun Pregi, Codester. They're just names that you will see in the 3k MMR games eventually, right? He does only play when this ecosystem's fixed. He'll be playing against the ex-SPL players, as you can see here. Didn't have the best slash line, but he's up against Benny Q, Genetics, and Venenu. Pretty rough 3-man to verse, and he's able to win, I guess. This one, Benny Q and Ven, again, Chinfu as well. Chinfu's a pretty good player in my opinion, but he... Oh my god! Never mind, my bad. Okay, live Shiva, and the bloody T-Soul's soul shields. Anyway, that's enough rambling about his Smite Guru. Let's get into a game. Alrighty, so we're here. We're with Snatty on the Thor, his current climbing tool, and we'll just go through a lineup first because we just have to clear the jungle as we do. So he's up against a Kuzumbo in the jungle, Tsukiyomi versus Daji. We have Marty versus Cuckoo, and then we have Athena versus Sobek, and Huiyi versus Xingwei. All in all, I think the only downside is the blue team's side lanes being a bit unconventional, with Huiyi kind of, not the best ADC, right? No stim, pretty bad jump, no CC immunity. His stun takes 2 abilities, but in a crit meta, he might be pretty good. And then Kuzumbo's unconventional, but I think he's really good right now, right? So, comp-wise, it's not too bad. When it comes to looking at players, I'd say that blue team is, it's got Sot, it's got Paxki, it's got Stack. It's Stack against Snatty. That's probably maybe where this goes. I can't remember what the KDA, I can't remember what it is, because Snatty's match history was filled with replays that were void, and I was unable, so I just started spamming replays in. So I'm actually going into this pretty blind, where the previous ones I actually knew what was going to happen, right? But Thor versus Kuzumbo. I would give early to the Kuzin if he was hitting these pushes through the waves, but I guess not. And once he's on cooldown, he's kind of a useless god. Even then, wasting is one. So, Snatty, a level up. he's going to get all these neutrals for sure. His build is going for the... It looks like it's going to be a Rune Forge first. So even in to a Guardian, he's still going for Rune Forge. Rune Forge just power and health, really. So it's able to be built versus physicals or magicals in the solo lane. The reason I think Rune Forge Rush, sorry, is so popular with 4 mains is because it makes your combo do more damage. Not only just through power, but through the passive effect, right? I'm sure we'll see it later, and then I'll be able to give you verbatim what it says, not just a Shark's version of you do a % more damage. So he gets the cooldown for free. He gets the totem for free, and he should get this Naga for free too. This Kuzin is ruined. Lane state already snatties. He does duo Q with Codester, I think, which means, you know, solo jungle's a pretty good way to win a game. Pretty good win condition. If you both camp blue buffs, you're just a monster, especially with double assassin. Very easy dive for the Thor and the Daji duo Q. But, you know, Slot's not the worst. Paxski's been around for ages. That Sun Pregi kid's been, you know, 13-year-old GM. Like, he deserves his rank. So everyone in this game seems to be deserving of their rank. I'm just worried that Killer... I swear someone just blinked. Nice. Stuns him away. Beautiful. Great invade. And not overstaying. Here's a mistake that I think's true. Hopefully he leaves. Okay, he's just trying to get 1 minion. Okay, look, he nearly met... I thought the mistake would be if he pushed that wave, he's wasting his mana and his time and losing a trade. Like, Kuzin will be able to maybe kill him if he went for that wave. But he was just waiting for that 1 brute minion to die to his archers. Unfortunately, it took a really long time. I thought it would die a bit quicker too, so good thinking there by Snatty. And the thing, and like, you know, I said that Snatty is really good to learn from. While he's playing this game, if he's streaming, he's definitely giving play-by-play on every thought that he has. Not one thing kind of gets missed or slips through the cracks. And he just says everything as, you know, 2 or 3 seconds before he's about to do it. Yep. So I think he's super valuable to learn from. And the one thing that helps is that he's good, right? He's also very good at the game and at his role. So I hope he gets a bit more traction now that the SPL isn't really a thing. And, you know, SPL solo laners have obviously have a fan base due to them being in the limelight for so long. But Snatty, his content recently, I think, is very good. Deserves a lot more love, right? I'm saying that as if I have a lot of fan base myself. I think we kind of have similar... that's a better way to put it. We kind of have like a similar niche. Wait, you know, informational play-by-play. I think the only thing that really helps him is that he's a solo lane main. I'm not. I'm not a solo lane main. I'm a solo lane abuser. Big difference. It's like Daji gets the solo kill on Tsukiyomi. No, will he go for this dive? It doesn't need to. Goes for the Marty instead. No combo. Ooh, interesting. I suspect the thought process is that he's waiting for the Marticarus to panic ult, and then he can save his wall and his hammer for after the ult lands. That's what I'm suspecting he's thinking. You know, I think that the Sot was just very patient and not panic. It didn't panic ult, which makes Snatty look silly. And maybe that's the mind games between the two. Obviously, Sot, very high-level player, but also can be a tiny bit disrespectful. Similar to Benny, he'll be like, oh, I don't need to beads this. But if the jungler just didn't get mind gamed, it's a free kill, you know what I mean? But mind games work in favor of Sot there. More blue side control. One thing I want to say, 6 minutes. How much money does he have? He's got 2k. Let's get back and let's get some items on you, bro. This Kuzin, full item mystical mail. Could be what's going on here? Oh, he's buying here. Right. Duh. So, he gets his Rune Forge. Tier 1 Mace as well. Pops a mana pot too. I like that. One thing I really like about secret shops is that you can sit there and pop mana pots and use it as like a pseudo fountain. So there's the Rune Forge proc. So what this Rune Forge does, it's 15% more damage, right? If you CC the enemy, they take 15% more damage, and then when you upgrade it, it has an extra effect of either a burning effect or an amplified percentage, right? I think Snatty goes for the burning Rune Forge, where they take a percentage of their max HP as a burn over time. Makes sense, because, you know, you're in lane against a tank. You want to be doing max HP damage, because tanks build HP. So, it does make sense on that one. And what's interesting is that he finishes this, and he goes straight for a 650 item instead of upgrading the Rune Forge. So he's starting his next item rather than rushing the cliff. I don't think he usually does that. I'm not going to lie. I don't think that's something that's completely on brand or as normal. Wind Shard popped. Using good use of Rune Forge. Oh, nice auto there. The hammer auto was very clean. Big team fight going. Will he wait for Marty to land? Yes, he will. Salt gets engaged on. Not quite enough damage just yet to 100 to 0. But the pluck comes through onto the Marty. He's waiting his cooldowns, being patient. Is Snatty. And this Kuzenbo's overstaying, he's welcome. You cannot stay on this low HP. And Athena can't also do anything here to help. That was pretty dumb by Stack. I could say hats off to Snatty for getting that kill, but I don't know what that was by the Kuzen. Overstaying that. Maybe he thought he could get a push into tower against a Thor. Ain't happening, brother. And is not happening. Maybe like, not even a Thor. I don't think anything that Snatty plays there gets pushed under tower. He has to be caught sleeping. And maybe he was doing a play-by-play here where he's actively thinking. So, not the best time to go for one of those plays. Especially if he was streaming. So let's see if he goes Jotuns or Beatstick. It's definitely a Jotuns game in my opinion. But we'll see. I don't think Beatstick's like crazy necessary. I know a lot of people think that Beatstick into Marty's pretty core, or Beatstick into ADCs in general is good, but I think more cooldown on Thor is key. He gets the Jotuns. Doesn't upgrade relics. Either relics. That's another thing that can make the Jotuns more valuable than previous Beatstick priority, is the fact that unlimited glyphs are in the game. Therefore, you're able to get 2 glyphs now, from Rune Forge being upgraded and the Jotuns being upgraded. Oh. This makes no sense. Kuzen has to back here, and he's playing for a back. But Kuzen's teleports on a 3... He just TP'd back to lane. So Kuzen was playing as if he has TP up. Oh, does he get the kill? Man, maybe I was getting baited by the Kuzenbo. But it's okay. He has Chalice popped. He's healing up. He has 1 pot left over. He gets a full 10 stack, so that's 30 extra gold, or 30 extra XP, 50 extra gold. It's a totem. Just starts looking for, surely, wall hammer. Just clears the wave. Okay, he just gets the bastion, starts working on the second bastion. I think he's overstaying his welcome. His hammer's down. This is a free. Never mind. He's gonna do it. This guy's crazy, bro. 2 levels up. Who's their jungler? Sun Preji. Okay. Regank. There's no... I think that's definitely a regank angle here for the Tsukiyomi. It does get counter-ganked by the Daji, though. And that's kind of like another pseudo-trap. You gank the Thor to get his ult down, so you think you can regank, but then the duo Q of Coach to Snatty just punishes you on the regank. Potentially the play. This is toxic. Not letting the Kuzenbo back. Damn. He's really trying his hardest right now. So, stalling the Kuzenbo back, we talked about the TP being down, but if you keep him on the map, it means that he's still backing in his animation when that blue buff comes up. He doesn't seem to be too interested in the blue buff. They're just going for a dive on the Marty. I think this is an awful rotation. I will stay. I think that's a massive misplay, and I think no need for him to be there at all. If your team's fighting at tier 2 in mid at 11 minutes, probably don't go over there. But 103... Oh, what is this Kuzen doing, man? It's so hard to do a, like, a review when the dude's just trolling. Has he only died twice? Both of his deaths, completely avoidable. A Kuzenbo overstays like crazy. He will not back. Absolutely insane. What's he looking for here? Just a back? Interesting pathing. Should have gone back to Totem. Back camps are up. The attack speed. Tiki. Blue team somehow get... Blue team getting absolutely dominated, but they somehow get the first Totem of the game. Or beacon, sorry. Just gonna email. I have a meeting in 10 minutes, bro. Oh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. Anyway, he's back to lane. What did he buy? Ooh, third item prophetic. That'll give him 30% CDR, as well as a stacking defense. The reason I like prophetic into the Guardian solos or Guardian jungles is 2 types of damage, rotating around your lane. Super helpful. And the thing is, that doesn't make it a condition to only get prophetic. That just means that it's more like split. Sorry, it's more easy to get both stacks. In this game, if he was versing a physical against double physical backline, that's when it becomes an issue. Honestly, I'd still... I don't think he needs it necessarily. Oh. Kuzenbo gets the dash off, frustrates him quite a bit, has to bead, pluck away. Still playing the outskirts of the fight. Oh, I was about to say, I thought that with a wall into Kuzenot was clean, but he gets the double tap on the Marty. Huyi jumped in. Let's address that. Hammer out, very good. Just play walls for the team, play setup. No cooldowns are available for Cuckoo to play off the wall. Darji goes in. Hopefully that was a taunt that made her hit that Athena. But Darji does get the kill at the end. 5 stacks on the prophetic for that team fight, not the worst. Let's see him TP back to solo and get both blue buffs here. Run straight for their blue, please. What's he doing? AFK? He's got double glyphs. So he's got more sustain on Jotuns. Also, it's not percentage of HP. It's 8% of your protections as magical damage, so it gives Thor some split damage source. So not only does he just do physical, he now also does some magical damage. I think he might be dead here. I've said that last time though. Oh no. Oh. And he's fine. He's got prophetic. He's got the Jotun sustain too. Jotun's just procs. Does he get out? Let's see. Jotun sustain coming in clutch. He still has a wall. He's fine. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, we'll skip this back. He gets nothing, yeah. He just got back to lane, so there was no point kind of talking about that back at all. It was just because he was low. There was no real power spike option. So. Clears the wave. 16 minutes into the game. What does he do next? He looks for that Huyi. Huyi's already dead. This is just a Gold Fury rotation. Just a gold rotation. He's going for Glad Shield next. More yellow numbers. Just a scouting ult looking for solo trolls rotation. Also allows them to rotate if they do attempt anything, so he's able to get close to this Pyromancer, not allowing the blue team to do it. Knowing that his damage wasn't needed for gold. Very good. You know, if he was something like an Amaterasu, I could see him helping Gold Fury there rather than doing this rotation, but... See, this is where holding ults finally went poorly. For Sot. Level 18 at 17, this is good poke, no hammer available. Saving his hammer for escape. He is pretty deep, right? So just saving the hammer for a bit more of a flexible play. That was weird. I thought he would hammer off a team fight rather than hammer the Athena. I mean, wall the Athena. I think the wall was kind of wasted there. Little micro there. His ult's up soon. Blue team are desperation fighting. That Hoyi's so dead. He should go for... Nice. I was about to say, he should probably go for Tsukiyomi there, due to Hoyi already definitely being dead. But maybe Hoyi gets out with that Aegis. So, ended up being a good choice selection anyway. Tsukiyomi just dies to minions. Oh, he's 5 levels up on this Marty. His autos are going to be hitting like a truck. Block. No block. No nothing. Nice. He goes out. Yeah, just auto 3, very clean. Didn't try to hammer off the pluck or anything silly like that. That's a tier 2 into a reset, into probably a fire giant, right? So, what does he get? Full Glad Shield? Yep. So, the interaction here between Glads and Flame Forged, I guess, is super nice. So, when you do damage with an ability, 25% of your prots from items do extra magical damage, but also 8% of your prots do magical damage, and then yeah, 25% of your prots do physical damage. I swear I said magical damage the first time. Maybe I didn't. But so both items, when you hit people with abilities, your protections are now counted as damage. So it allows Thor to get away with this tanky-esque build. I'm guessing the last item is either a Stone of Binding or an Arc Druids. In my opinion, I think Arc Druids would be better this game. But to be honest, a Midgard would be pretty nice, but a more damage instead of flat pen reduction, just due to most of his targets having no protections anyway. So you know, Hoyi, no prots, Martikris, no prots, no HP either. So those flat damage from Arc Druid Stone would probably be a large portion of their health, to be honest. Alright, let's speed this up. We'll go what's next. Just gonna clear the wave, not much will happen. Seems to be just scouting for another kill. Clear the wave. Nothing will really happen until this fire giant's done. So, fire goes down. Down. There it goes. He uses the gold from fire to finish his Sundering Axe there. So, that's why he was waiting in base for such a while. He was just waiting for So this is a spectator bug, I'm guessing. Yeah, he's just waiting for fire to go down to get the extra gold. Ends up getting Sundering Axe. If you don't know what Sundering Axe does, gives you 30 power, 45 magical power. You only get one of those, you don't get both, right? 25 of each protection, and then once again, if you deal damage to an enemy god, it steals 3% plus 2% of your protections away from their current health, and it gives it to you, right? So if you hit that ability, it steals some HP and gives it to you. And a HP steal is, correct me if I'm wrong, the only thing that gets through Oni's and Spirit's Robe and percentage mitigation is HP steals. Like E-Staff was another reason, another example. So, while he's getting poke, he's also still getting prophetic stacks. I wish there was a way to see how many stacks he actually had, you know, of each. Gets rid of the prop buff. Does he beads? Beads are down. Cannot beads. Oh, brother. crit too strong. Is that a crit build on that Hou Yi? No. Just pure pen. She's dead. Oh no, the 2. Very nice use of the 2. I'm gonna go bird's eye view. Sorry, I'm driving. So red team, in my opinion, super overstaying. It looks like they're trying to get that blue, the mid bird, but with your solo laner dying and your jungler being like one shot, there's no point staying as a core 3. Even if it is just against core 3. If you poke them, if you poke the blue team here as red team, they are 1 second away from their fountain. And you are in danger, right? You have to run all the way back to your base, which gives the enemy team all the time to revive. There's Snatty coming up soon. Beam, beam, beam. There he is, TPs. And they're deep. They're already going for it. He might look for some Marty poke here. I don't like this play at all, to be honest. I think it's pretty silly. I think the only thing left to do before this fire giant spawns is take out that right tower. Does he finish anything? No, he doesn't finish anything. Speed up. He gets some poke on a Marty. His ADC is kind of going crazy. Gets the kill on the slot too. Just massive disrespect in the positioning. The worst Cuckoo ult you'll see ever. And I like that there's a split push. So, Snatty and his mid laner holding the enemy core into the mid lane, allowing Daji to split and Jingwei to split with their Sobek. This is how a lot more sieges should be done in Smite. They never are. I don't know why sieges aren't done in this splitting fashion. A lot of people just like to run it down mid. Dying here is completely fine. He's done his job and he's played his time. Right? He's allowed 3 birds to get taken through his aggression, through his ult. So completely fine. He's 9-1 and 9, and it didn't even feel like he went too crazy. I think a lot of it was Martigarus being called out. Right? And that's the game. So, I think there might be a VOD maybe on Snatty's channel where he talks about his thought process through that game. And right now he is live, I think. We'll just quickly alt tab. Why not? Twitch. Bang. Snatty. There he is. I don't even know if I follow him, to be honest.
Broken. There's never
I do now.
with him.
But
and right now he's in an absolutely broken
super valuable stream, in my opinion. Make sure you go here, follow him, show him some love.
And that can't really change, you know?
But that's my video for the day done. It was a bit interesting. I thought that would be a bit more of a close game, considering that most of those names were GM names and etc. But they got massively diffed. The Kuzan was trolling. Stack seems to be trolling quite a lot of games, unfortunately. And then I don't know. The Pragi duo queue kind of falling flat, unfortunately, against Codestar and Snatty. But I'll be back soon, and I think I'm doing Gunter next. We'll actually have a little look who I'm doing next. I want to do an EU guy because EU ranked is so different to me. Ranked. We'll go here, go back to GM. So adapting's back in EU. Biggie Doinks. I don't know who that is. There's Gunter there. 74 and 51. He was top 10 not too long ago. It looks like, look at this MMR going through. Yeah. Snatty, rank 5. That's it. VOD's done. See you at the EU episode next.